Hey, if this is the first time to our channel and you want to know everything there is about living in Michigan and the surrounding areas, make sure to subscribe below or tap the bell for notifications so that you can be the first to learn what's happening in the real estate market in Michigan. My name is Paul, and I get texts and emails every day of the week. If you're moving in 9 or 90 days, feel free to call me, shoot me a text, or send me an email. I am so happy to help you with your move to the Michigan area. So back to our list. Number 1, Michigan has 2 parts to it. If you can't picture what Michigan looks like, check out a map. It's one state made up of 2 peninsulas. We have the Upper Peninsula and the Lower Peninsula. The Upper Peninsula is famous for its beauty and natural waterfalls and parks and ski areas. It's very often that a lot of people forget to talk about the Upper Peninsula and that it's part of the whole Michigan. The lower part of the state is famously known for being a mitten, and it holds the popular cities such as Detroit, Ann Arbor, or Grand Rapids, or even Traverse City. Number 2 are the great public universities. The University of Michigan, located in Ann Arbor, is one of the highly acclaimed universities in the whole country. If you live in Michigan and have a residency in Michigan, and your children end up going to the University of Michigan, you'll have a really in-state tuition, which will save you a lot of money to send your kids to a top-rated university. It's not cheap, you'll still get a highly rated education for your children. The other public university that's really popular in the state is Michigan State University. Go green, go white. And it's located in East Lansing, in the center of the state. Again, highly rated and very competitive to the University of Michigan. Number 3, Michigan is a swing state when it comes to politics. We've all seen in the past few election cycles, Michigan has been helping to determine which politicians get into. If you're moving to Michigan, be prepared to be bombarded by political ads and canvassers during this presidential cycle and other cycles. If you hate the political game, then it's important that you weigh this against the positives of living in the state before deciding to make that move with your family. Number 4, Michigan is known for its coney dogs. Michigan and Detroit particularly boast the culinary delicacy known as a coney dog. Coney dogs, they feature chili toppings known as coney sauce, and the sauce sets the coney dog apart from your average hot dog. We have 2 famous coney places that are downtown, Lafayette Coney and American, which are next door to each other. Locals love the coney dog food, and you may want to learn to acquire a taste for it. Number 5, sports are huge in Michigan. Both professional and colleges are just really a big deal. Both the University of Michigan and Michigan State football teams will really energize people and your neighbors, so you'll find that they'll be on both sides of the fence. When it comes to professional sports, the Detroit Lions and Detroit Tigers are really favorites that you'll want to get to know. Even during losing seasons, you'll find a lot of your neighbors and other Michiganders will be super hardcore and supportive of their local professional teams. Number 6, Michigan winters are just freezing. So if you've heard anything about the Michigan winters being super cold, it's all true. It gets very snowy and very cold in the winter, and you might want to set aside some money in your budget if you already don't own a good coat or some winter boots, warm winter boots. So trust me, if you'll want to get out during the winter, you want to make sure those coats, hats, mittens, and boots are super warm, because this way you can venture out and enjoy all the outdoor sports such as cross-country skiing, regular skiing, snowboarding. So some of the great places to go skiing are some of the local Pine Knob, Alpine Valley, and our favorite for our family was always going up to Boyne or to Boyne Highlands in the up north area. So number 7 on our list are Michigan homes are truly affordable compared to the rest of the country. So our state's population has really declined between 2000 and 2010, but we're finding it is increasing every year. And the last foreclosure crisis that hit the Detroit area really made a large impact and knocked the prices of the houses down. I even wrote an offer today for a $19,000 home in Detroit. It needed a lot of work, cash only. However, you can still get some really good deals. While the prices are still low compared to other parts of the country, we have seen here in the last 2-3 years a significant price increase. So the housing and the houses' values have been coming up steadily. Number 8, Ann Arbor is still blue through and through. Though Michigan as a whole may be a swing state, Ann Arbor, Michigan is reliably blue. Like most college towns, Ann Arbor has a left-of-center vibe. This is where the University of Michigan sits, and the students tend to be much more accepting left-wing and middle-of-the-road political views than on the right. One of the things that may reaffirm that it's blue is every year University of Michigan Ann Arbor has its infamous, famous hash bash still. So most of you might not know what the hash bash is or haven't heard of it. It's a large farmers market for cannabis smokers, and they really enjoy themselves. Number 9 on our list. Detroit is changing every day. Lately, Detroit has gone through some really big and controversial changes in recent years. The trend of hipsters moving to Detroit has been written about extensively, so we're not really going to talk about that. Except, we want to say that Detroit is changing every day. New residents are drawn to the city for all its cultural history, its downtown area, Wayne State University, and still really affordable housing. Detroit still also leans very blue, but it's more accepting to other political views than many other cities in the state. Number 10 on our list. There are beaches in Michigan. Michigan may not be bordered by any oceans, but it does have a lot of beaches. We've got Lake Michigan, Lake Huron, Lake Superior, and the state's full of smaller lakes with lots of beaches that are really amazing. In fact, the Upper Peninsula is really home to the most scenic spots in the entire United States, and beaches that are in Lake Superior, and the water's really cold up there. Number 11 on our list is Michigan has covered bridges, if you've heard of those. If you think covered bridges are exclusive to only New England, a lot of Michigan's scenic areas and roadways and highways have featured covered bridges, which make great places for photography. Many of these bridges are close to Detroit, and Southeast Michigan is also in the Upper Peninsula. Number 12 on our list is Michigan has a lot of scenic lighthouses. I knew a friend of mine that he spent the whole summer traveling to all the lighthouses and actually ended up writing a book. There were so many of them. Michigan had to have lighthouses in the olden years because it had a lot of boats traveling with a lot of timber, wood, and goods to get around between the states and the Great Lakes. And this is all really essential to the state's economy. Number 13 on our list is craft beer is definitely thriving in Michigan. Some of the best known beers are created here in Michigan, being the most recognizable one is called Bell's. So moving to Michigan, you'll have an opportunity to really check out all the craft beers that Michigan has to offer. So that's another thing that's kind of neat living in Michigan. Number 14 on our list. We're getting real close here to the end. Michigan population is holding steady. After losing a lot of population between 2000 and 2010, Michigan has now become very stable. Its population is growing, but at a really slow pace. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, Michigan's population grew by only 0.4% in the past 5 years. So definitely the word is getting out that Michigan has all these benefits and cool things to live. So people are finding out and coming here in droves. And number 15 on our list is you can see the northern lights in Michigan. If you're lucky, you'll get to see those northern lights in Michigan when you move here. Your best bet to see those northern lights is to look over Lake Superior, if you're lucky enough to catch a glimpse. Moving in the winter, you're going to have to deal with freezing temperatures, deep snow, and it's really going to be a pain and cost you a lot of money. Overall, Michigan is a great place to live for the right people. So before deciding to move to Southeast Michigan or any Michigan area, it's essential that you really weigh the pros and cons for your personal preferences, your family, your career goals, your lifestyle, and your family needs. It's really going to make it easy to make a decision. Thank you for watching, and remember, no matter if you're moving in 9 or 90 days, let's connect. Subscribe to my channel below to learn everything there is to know about moving to Michigan. So give me a call, drop me an email, or drop me a text, and I'll definitely answer your questions. See you on the next one.